Hi everyone, this is Adonis Anastasiou, and today I have a 6-step formula on how to create wealth. The formula comes out of the book of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill studied the wealthiest person on planet Earth, of course, some years ago, but the principles that he found are still valid today, and I'm sure are going to be valid for the years to come. So let's start with the first step of creating wealth. So the first step says that you have to determine the exact amount of money you want to make on a weekly basis. So you have to have a clear amount of money that you want to make, maybe not on a weekly basis, but on a monthly basis. So you have to have it clearly on your mind. As Tony Robbins says, clarity is power. So the first step is you have to determine the exact amount of money that you want to earn, that you want to gain, that you want to get every single month. That's step number one. So let's move to step number 2. The second step is that you have to determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the amount of money that you desire. And that's where most of the people, and that's why most of the people don't get the money that they want, because they can define exactly what amount of money they want each month, but they don't define what they're going to give in return in order to get that amount of money. So you have to have clarity of the amount of money that you want every single month, but you have to determine what you're going to give, what you're going to do in order to get that money. So maybe it's about, giving money on advertisement so you get more clients and you increase your money that you gave. Maybe if you don't have advertising budget, maybe you call people, or you make more visits, more presentation, or you work harder. You have to give something in return in order to get that money. So the first step is define your exact money that you want to get every month. The second step is you have to determine what you're going to give in return. And that's the second step that most of the people lose it. Now let's move to step number 3. Step number 3 is all about establishing and definite a specific date of when you intend to possess the money that you desire. So you have to have a clear amount of money that you want, a clear things that you have to do, and a clear date that you want to start making that amount of money. That's step number 3. So let's move to step number 4. You have to create and define a specific plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you are ready or not to put this plan into action. Which means you have to create a plan on what you have to do in order to get that amount of money. But the formula, this step says exactly what you have to do. So you begin at once. You don't start tomorrow. You don't start next week, next month, next Monday, next year. You have to start right now doing the things that you have to do in order to start making that amount of money. So the key here is, the 2 keys on step number 4 is that 1, you have to create a plan. So you have to know a plan, you have to do what you have to do, okay? But the second key on step number 4 is that you have to begin now, today, now, at this moment. As soon as this video is over, you have to do your first action. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be your first action, okay? And let's move to step number 5. Step number 5 is all about writing out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for this acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for that money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate. So actually, what step number 5 is all about is about writing down the money that you want to get, the time that you want to get it, what you're going to give in results, and the plan that you have to carry out. That's step number 4. So it's all about writing down everything, okay? Because some people have it in their mind, and then after a few days, they forget about it. So you have to write it down, all the previous steps. And the last step is that you have to read the written statement aloud twice daily. Once just before you go to bed and sleep, and another time just as soon as you wake up. But when you read the statement aloud, it's not just for the universe to hear it. You know, some people believe the universe is going to hear that. I don't believe that kind of thing. When you read something aloud, you hear it. So you say it aloud for yourself to hear it. But here there's another key in step number 6. When you read the statement of acquiring that wealth, you have to see, feel, and believe yourself already in possession of that money. And that's very important, my friends. So you have to believe that you already acquired that money. So your attitude will change, okay? Your actions will change. Your state of mind will change. So it's going to be easier for you to accumulate that amount of money. So those are my 6 steps. Now, what's the first step that you have to do? Because as we said, step number 4 is about create a definite plan, but start at once to implement it. So the next step is that you have to get an ebook of Think and Grow Rich. But don't worry, I have a free book for you, Think and Grow Rich. So you just go to my website, adonisanastasiou.com, which is adonisanastasiou.com. I have it on the description below. Go and download the free book, Think and Grow Rich. That's your first step of acquiring the money that you wanted for so long. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, adonisanastasiou.com. Thank you so much for watching.